dress up and we'll stand here. That's why I get over it. That's why I get over it. A little chime is fine.
Yeah, this is a good crowd. Sometimes we don't make it past the walkway. Oh, yeah. Not a lot of people in that.
Well, good afternoon, everyone. It's wonderful to have you here. My name is Ben Shambaugh. I'm the Dean of St. Luke's Cathedral, and it is a joy for me every year to combine two of my loves, St. Luke's and the Maine Pops, and to be together and play together in this magnificent space. Today is a very special concert in that it is a benefit concert for St. Luke's Food Pantry. And I was just telling somebody a few minutes ago that in the time of COVID, the food pantry just grew and grew and grew. And it's an incredible outreach. We will have maybe 200 people every time we open our doors on Thursday mornings. And the only way that works, that we keep feeding those people, is our partnerships in the wider community, including with the Maine Pops and the generosity of all of you. So I really want to say thank you on behalf of the St. Luke's Food Pantry and of all of us to have you in this space. Before we go on, though, I also want to say thank you to our flute choir. Did you notice they were playing before you came in? So thank you very much. Again, I welcome you to St. Luke's. I hope you have a wonderful time in our concert tonight, and I want to introduce to you our conductor, David Watts.
Thank you. Wow, nice crowd. All right. Thank you. Thank you very much. That's a great way to start. Welcome everybody back to the school year. This is the night of dad jokes. Come on, get with it. Okay, yeah, that's the theme for, what is it, Staples? Staples, is that what it is? Going back to school? No, that's one of my favorite pieces. If you've been with us the last, I don't know how many years, 5, 6 years, we've started out on a serious note and ended on a fun note. We decided to start on a fun note and end on a serious note this year. So that was our fun note. The next piece we're going to be doing is a piece called Say Noel. Believe it or not, we had to practice that. It's a collection of wonderful carols that I'm sure you're all very aware of. Hope you enjoy it. One of the things that we decided to do with picking the repertoire this year was to do a whole bunch of new music that, well, new to the band. And they are carols that you've probably heard before, but done in a different way. And this next one has four different variations on "I Saw Three Ships." I won't bore you with the technical names of all the different styles and the variations, but it's fun to pull out these songs and challenge everybody. Hope you enjoy this. Thank you very much. Thank you. One of my favorite albums that there were several of them that they did, but I never got to see them live. But how many of you listen to Mannheim Steamroller at Christmas time? Okay. Yeah. So usually Mannheim Steamroller takes, they'll take the holiday tunes and they, put a little funky punch into it, and it kind of feels like you're playing rock. Well, this one is not. Okay. This is one of their quiet arrangements. You can hear that quintessential arranging of Chip Davis and Mannheim Steamroller. However, this one takes on a very Celtic style, and this is the Holly and the Ivy, the arrangement by Mannheim Steamroller. Our next piece is called American Bell Carol. And how many of you are familiar with the Carol of the Bells? Okay, good. Carol of the Bells is the Ukrainian bell carol. That's the original, the original name of it. So it's Ukrainian bell carol, and this is an American bell carol. The tune, the theme of it is primarily based off of the Ukrainian bell carol, Carol of the Bells, and it's interwoven with American folk themes. So it's you know, I use this term a lot, but it's not your grandmother's Carol of the Bells. All right, so it's a little funky because Americans are a little funky, and it's got some wonderful percussion in it. Yeah, sorry, not the nice, you know, quiet Carol of the Bells that'll put children to sleep. But if you're sleeping in here, just keep the snoring to a minimum. It's okay. It's okay. The next, you know, what would the holiday season be without Charlie Brown? How many of you, and be honest, it's okay, how many of you still watch Charlie Brown Thanksgiving? Raise those hands high. Okay. And how many of you watch the Charlie Brown Christmas? Okay. How many of you watch the Charlie Brown Great Pumpkin? Okay. Okay. So the Thanksgiving one is a little less popular, but how many of you think that, yeah, they seem really old now? You know, where's all that wonderful digital animation? I don't know. It's just, but you know, give me Pigpen any day. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a medley of Charlie Brown Christmas theme songs, and feel free to sing along, do whatever you feel. If you do get up and dance as you see fit. Yeah, you can do that anytime. I never understood that, how they take a breath down here and sing up here. That is completely opposite. So they were not singers who did that, who drew those. Thank you. The next piece is also a new arrangement to us, and it's We Three Kings. And I know that as a child, this was one of my favorite songs to sing when I was a child, for no other reason than the right? Let's face it. And you know, and the parents were just like, okay, yes, every children's choir. How many of you have performed in a children's choir? Okay, and how many of you did that nice whoa? Okay, there you go. Yep. All right, and how many of you as grandparents have suffered through that part? Okay, yeah, there are more hands on that one. Okay, you just don't want to admit it. Yeah, okay. This is a fabulous, fabulous arrangement, and there are no whoas in it at all. None whatsoever. If this one doesn't have your toes tapping, then we haven't done our job. We Three Kings. Okay, take that back to your children's choir. Oh, that was fun. We had a fun time learning that one. So, if there's one thing that I'm reminded of regularly by these folks behind me, it's that I am linguistically challenged. And so, that's not to say that I don't speak a lot. okay? But I am linguistically challenged in that I speak English only, and some Scottish. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty much it. So we're going to do a piece that's in Spanish. And I think it's Spanish, is it not? Yeah, okay. I'm not quite sure. All I know is that I know how to sing these words only because if you listen to 94.9, you hear it every hour on the hour. There's nobody here that works for 94.9, is there? Okay. All right, and you have to sing. Let me say the words to you and you can repeat after me. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Feliz Navidad. Prospero año. Y felicidad. Okay, there you go. So you too know how to speak a foreign language. Not very well, just like me. Okay, but I will point to you when it's your turn to sing, which is basically through the entire thing, but let us play the introduction anyway. Nicely done. Give yourselves a round of applause. I could hear it. And men, congratulations. I heard, like, the men took it up. It's like, it finally got into our register. You know, it's like on that key change. Okay. We are going to, I'm going to give the band a second to tune in just a minute. But first I want to talk about our next piece. It's entitled Greensleeves. However, at this time of the year, it's What Child Is This? But it's actually a folk song. And it's a Tudor, it's a Tudor piece. So it was written just after the Henry VIII period. You didn't think you were coming here to learn history, did you? Okay. Well, we're in this kind of a place, so we need to. Okay. Anyway, so there was a rumor that the piece was written by Henry VIII for Anne Boleyn. That has been proven false because it was dated afterwards, and he was actually a composer and a musician. He played several instruments, which I find interesting. He put the collections of his music together, and this was never in anything that they found of his. But it's about a woman with, let me forget this if I can remember the exact name of it. The Northern Ditty about the lady with the green sleeves is what it actually was published as. So we are going to do the Northern Ditty about the lady with the green sleeves. And if you've seen some of the paintings about Henry VIII, you know why this rumor just continues on, because they paint Anne Boleyn into wearing this dress with the green sleeves. But I implore you to set aside the image of anybody beheading anyone. And please just think about what child is this? And Alfred Reed wrote this. Alfred Reed, if you're not familiar with him, is one of the greatest composers of the modern wind band music. He wrote the piece Russian Christmas Music. For any of you band geeks out there, I'm sure you know Russian Christmas music. And while this piece kind of takes some different, as I said, we've done it before, we're going to be doing some, kind of taking off on some different pathways in this music. And Alfred Reed took the time to develop this piece to a point where I don't think anybody else can ever top this. There is absolutely no way. So if you've ever had a chance to play this, bless you. And if you haven't had a chance to play this and you're a musician, come join us, because I guarantee that I'll play it again. I just look up some recordings of this piece afterwards, but it's fabulous. So here we go. The ditty about the lady with the green sleeves. Thank you. Thank you very much. Just absolutely. I love to direct it, but I love to listen to them playing it. Oh, well, we're going to change the mood completely now. This one's for the kids and the young at heart. This is called Santa's Wild Ride. Santa had some cocoa before he took off, and that's what I want you to picture. Santa had some cocoa, very special cocoa. And Santa, as you might expect, is represented in the trombone section. Right, Dick? Santa is always represented in the trombone section. Okay. So I just listen for them and just get a smile on your face every time you hear the trombones. Thank you. And now, with Santa's feet firmly on the ground, he's landed in New Orleans. Okay? So this one is called When St. Nick Comes Marching In, and features our first clarinet player, Bob Swerdlow, our first trombone player, Dave Gowan, the tuba guy right in the center there, Matt Chin. And we've got another one though, don't we? There's a tenor set, trumpet, Nate Karen, right there in the middle as well. So if you just looked right down the middle there, you see Nate and Matt all in one view. Okay, so this is our Dixieland Quintet. And as I said, Santa is firmly on the ground once again. So this is the part where I have to stand and face everybody out here. This is the only song that we do every year. This is called Sleigh Ride, and it is the traditional one. It is Leroy Anderson's version, straight version of Sleigh Ride. Now, the first time that I directed the band, and I have to tell this story every year, just so you understand what's happening behind me. They did not tell me what they do during Sleigh Ride. And so I was talking to the audience like this and being nice and serious and thanking everybody for coming, and you know, and I turned around to this menagerie. Okay. I'm afraid to turn around every year because they try to outdo themselves every year. So that's kind of why I'm killing time right here, because some people have said, you are going to give us plenty of time, are you not, this year? So I don't hear movement. Do you think it's okay for me to turn around? Okay, here we go. Sleigh Ride. Thank you. Well, and the holiday season, as far as I'm concerned, would not be complete without a rendition of the Hallelujah Chorus. And that's how we decided to end this year's performance. You know, there are certain times when you just need to celebrate, and there are times when we feel like, you know, we're back. We're back. Everybody's out, everybody's taking the precautions they need to do to feel comfortable. Bands are allowed to perform. We have live music. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and we've learned, you know, we've learned to live with it. We are, you know, our members, you know, take the precautions. They get vaccinated. They wear masks when they can. Obviously, we can't wear masks now, but and if we're sick, guess what? We stay home. This is what we used to tell tell everybody all along. If you're sick, just stay home. It's okay. No one's going to get angry at you. So, as far as I'm concerned, singing Hallelujah, it doesn't quite, begin to say it, but this is one of the best arrangements for wind band that I've found of the Hallelujah Chorus. And we'd like to thank you all for coming out and spending this Sunday afternoon with us. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. If we had to do an encore, we'd have to repeat something. So I'm really sorry about that. We haven't been asked to do an encore for a long time. So yes, I promise. Next year, same time, same place, same weekend. Come on back. We'll have an encore for you. All right. We hope to see you again in the new year. Our 35th anniversary in 2023. Thank you. Have a great holiday, everybody.